Another day, sadly more Phils. Welcome to Pinstripehype, a Phillies Podcast. I am your host, Nate. Today, Chris is not with us today. He had a unfortunate event come up and a work schedule conflict. So, yeah, his dog is crippled, and Chris will be back next pod. And just like the Phillies, they are also crippled. And since we're talking about animals, how many fucking animals are going to that are we going to see at Wrigley Field? I mean, there was a fucking goose, a mouse, whatever animal the Phillies are. Drop a comment what animal they are below. Um, but yeah, I'm gonna drive us to the pod today. Probably not gonna be a super long pod. We didn't put it. We did not have any time to put fan mail out. Next pod though, we got you guys again. Chris will be back, so it'll be everything will go back to normal. I just got to come on here and talk for a little bit and vent. 4 games, 4 games. Chris and I called for a split. I would even taken one today. 4 game sweep and 9 game losing streak, which is the most in Major League Baseball. We are now the laughing stock, not the Mets. I don't really, I don't really know the answer here. I They looked terrible in 3 games, and today they tried to fight today, and I guess that's a good sign. But they still came up short. I mean, they still came up short. As soon as it went into extras, I just had a bad feeling. But this is what we are here for. I am here for. We're going to go right into this recap. I'll break down the 4 games for you guys real quick, and then I'll go into my series award. Yes, just award. And then I have a concern and an adjustment. Once again, it's probably going to be more of a pity award, but, I got to give them out. So, game 1, Nico Horner is one of the craziest. He made one of the craziest plays to rob Kyle Schwarber of an RBI I've ever seen. Nico Horner is an awesome player, man. I wish he was a Philly. I know you could say that about so many people in the league, but I legitimately just like watching Nico Horner play baseball. He's just so good. And Aaron Nola looked like shit. His stats suddenly also look like shit. I don't really know. I mean, that was the last year Aaron Nola right there. Hopefully you get a bounce back, or you just. I don't even know what a bounce back Nola looks like at this point. I probably just 5 innings, 3 earned runs. That's just an Aaron Nola outing. I'll take it every time, but it's to say that's a bounce back is pretty rough. Game 2, Jesus Luzardo, also pretty rough. I don't really know what to say about Jesus Luzardo. I was thinking maybe this is just going to get figured out and he has to pitch his way through it. I don't know. The fastball and the sinker are getting just shelled. He tried to throw the changeup a little more. Obviously, it didn't work. I mean, look, he did fight through the outing. I don't want to knock him a whole lot. I think he would. He go 4 1/3 or 4 2/3. But I think he had 3 walks, like 4 or 5 hits. It's just no clean innings besides. I think it was the first inning was clean, but after that, it was just a nightmare from Jesus Luzardo. Luckily, they kept getting out of the inning. And I'm also going to say the defense bailed him out a lot in that game. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Jesus Luzardo. I don't really know what's going on with the whole team right now. Maybe they just stink. But Luzardo just got paid a lot of money. So man, these were the problems he was having with the Marlins. So they really need to get him kicking here. Game 3, that was the last game we had to watch Taijuan Walker pitch in a Phillies uniform. Clap it up. Clap it up. Taijuan got DFA'd today. Beautiful sight to see. My life is saved. We can now watch the Phillies every 5th day. I say that as they're on a 9 game losing streak, but now it's Zach Wheeler. And I just like watching Zach Wheeler way more than Taijuan Walker, and I feel like that's a common opinion. Alan Rangel, Rangel looked pretty nice. Fastball changeup guy, probably gonna be the long man in this bullpen, and honestly, I'm fine with it until someone else comes back. You need to have a long man in your bullpen though, and it's fine with Rangel being there because the problem is, and the truth is, if your long man's ever in the game, you're either your starter got shelled or you're down 6-1. So yeah, Rangel looked pretty good. 1 earned run, but like I said, fastball, changeup, throws a little. I think he throws a curveball too. I think I saw a couple curveballs, but it looked all right, looked decent. Game 4 today, man, just brutal, just brutal. That's a good way to describe the whole season at this point. Yeah, they got walked off in extras, and man, I really thought Bryce did it at that at bat to hit that home run. He was just under the ball, it looked like, and it kind of traveled out to right field and didn't get out. So that was brutal. That was a tough one. Dylan Moore sucks. This is not me just being hindsight, like after the fact, whatever. I don't know why Topper decided to overmanage there and pinch run Dylan Moore for Felix Reyes. I mean, I just don't. I don't know if he was. I don't really know what the plan was there. Just because I mean, there's a chance Felix Reyes has come back up, and I know he looked terrible today, but Dylan Moore is just. I don't know what he's doing on the team. Chris and I never wanted him on the team. I know the whole fan base didn't want him on the team. I'd say maybe a fourth of them did, at least the ones we've interacted with. Yeah, Dylan Moore sucks. He fucking blows. I don't know at this point what they're gonna do with him. I mean, you're gonna use him in situations like this, and it's gonna majority of the time it's gonna come back and bite you in the ass more than help. So I'm out on the Dylan Moore thing. Brad Keller also another bad outing. It's just man, the bullpen. I was high on him, and we'll get to the temp checks and stuff, but it's rough. It's just everything stinks. Adolis had some pop today, finally. Adolis Garcia, we need more of that. That was an awesome home run. We do need more of it, though. Christopher Sanchez, just like I said with Jesus Luzardo, I like Christopher Sanchez, and he's a very good pitcher. But this is another thing where I thought he was just going to pitch his way through this, and he hasn't yet. He got rocked today. It's like he's fighting himself out there. I don't know what the problem is. I know he was doing that like thing. I think it was his last start where he was kicking his leg a little bit, but I didn't see him do it at all today. I don't know, man. I don't know. They got swept 4-0. Like I said, I would have just taken the split. 4-0 sweep. Just absolute brutal. Just absolute brutal 4-game stretch here. And like I said, 9-game losing streak, most in the league. And now they got to go play the Atlanta Braves. My MVP of the series, I'm going to give it to Brandon Marsh. He's finally getting hot again. He pretty much carried them all of today. Kept them in the game all of today. He had 2 hits, I think, yesterday too. So, Brandon Marsh getting hot again, plugging him in that 5-hole. He's having a great season versus right-handed pitching. And I will give him massive credit because I'm not someone who ever wants to see Brandon Marsh against a left-handed pitcher. He looked great in that at-bat today to get on base. I mean, that was just a phenomenal job by Marsh there. He's my series MVP, mostly just because of today. But like I said, he's heating up. My concern is everything. I'm just going to tell the truth here. There's nothing not to be concerned about. It's everything. Today's the first day that they actually showed a little bit of heart and tried to fight back. But you got to think, I mean, you fight all the way back for what? You still lose. So this is going to be a killer going into the Braves series. And my adjustment, I kind of wanted them to keep Kyle at leadoff today. And then Trey came up and did absolutely nothing there with the runner on. Another first pitch swing. I mean, I can't take it anymore. Maybe Kyle Schwarber's up in that scenario if you keep him leadoff. Who knows? The game would have looked completely different. But that might be my adjustment. Just see how a week or two of Kyle at leadoff goes because Trey can't get much worse there right now. I mean, some of his at-bats are just dreadful. The soft contact first pitch swings, I don't know how many more of them I can take. And I am a Trey Turner jersey owner. What the hell's wrong with me? But yeah, that was my series recap. And then I will go to the temp checks here. I'll run through this real quick. Bullpen, 3. It's just Keller sucked again today. Tanner Banks is losing it. I know he had a ghost runner today, and it's not entirely his fault, but I don't know if they have a real lefty. I mean, Alvarado looked okay today. It's just he's so inconsistent. They don't have like a shutdown lefty. I haven't checked it on Matt Strom too much this year. I'll probably bring it up next pod. I saw he had like a 3 ERA the last time I did see him. But, man, I don't really know what to do with the bullpen right now. I mean, Duran and Bolin might be out for a while. Who knows? So, yeah, I'm going to sit at a 3 with them. Starting rotation, I'm down to a 2. Maybe once Wheeler comes back, it'll look better, but he didn't look too good in Lehigh Valley. I mean, he gave up, I think, 4 earned in his last rehab start, and now they're bringing him in to face a Murderers Row Braves lineup. I mean, what a way to come back from an injury like that. You got to go see the Atlanta fucking Braves right now. I mean, what? Just we'll see how Wheeler does. I'd imagine they have a leash on him, probably 4 innings maybe. And like I've said, Luzardo, Sanchez, Painter, Nola, just keep fighting. Zardo and Sanchez got to figure it out. Nola and Painter, they are what they are right now. The offense. Well, they woke up today. They tried to fight back. I'm going to move them back up to a 2. I've just been going from a 1 and 2. Moving back up to a 2 today. They've showed a little bit of fight. Bryce looks really good. He's been looking good. Marsh is hot again. Schwarber's popping a home run here and there. If Adolis can get going, which I'm hoping this does get him going because it was a pinch hit home run, and then, that was just the last pinch hit home run the Phillies have had was David Dahl back in London, I think, in 2024. I mean, thank God they have someone who can actually pop a home run off of a pinch hit. I know it more than likely that's not going to happen, but it was a sight to see today because we haven't seen it in basically 2 years. Yeah, the offense I'm going to sit at 2, though, so maybe they'll build a little bit of momentum off of this, but it's just not great all around. I mean, the other 3 games, they just stunk. They leave base runners on constantly, and some of them are cooling off now. So, Rob Thompson. I don't think that guy can motivate me to make a fucking sandwich if I was starving to death. I'm gonna sit at like a 2 or a 3 on him. I mean, all this losing is happening under him. I mean, he's the manager. I've said this before, and we've put clips out. Don Mattingly is in the dugout. I don't know how much longer they can sustain this with, all this losing without, having to really look into this. David Dombrowski said the other day they're not looking at a managerial change. Well, you can say that now, but then if they drop 2 or 3 more series, what are you going to do? Dave Dombrowski also said, I know I'm talking about Rob Thompson here, but he also said, usually you know your club after a 40-game evaluation. Well, I don't know if they can wait 40 games because this is all just spiraling downhill right now. I mean, they're 9-game losing streak. I don't see it getting any better. I don't really know what the plan is here. 40 games in, I mean, they could be 15 games under 500 the way they're playing right now. And then what? You're going to fire Rob Thompson then? What does that do? Just a lost season then. So, yeah, it's just Topper. I'm going to like a 3. I didn't like his managerial decision today, but not everything he's going to do is going to be correct. Not everything he's going to do is be wrong, but man, a lot of wrong lately. Overall, I'm at a 1. I mean, today could have boosted them up to a 5, which is sad for me just because they would have got beat 3-1 in the series, but just some type of life, something, man, a win. Maybe not a 5. I'm over exaggerating, but it would have boosted them up a little bit. Just brutal today. Brutal 4 games, and that will lead us into our series preview. Tomorrow night, Andrew Painter versus Grant Holmes, 7:15. Hopefully you guys have Apple TV because I believe it's on there. I'll be listening to Fransky on the radio probably. Apple TV doesn't do a bad broadcast, but I'll probably be in the car when it starts. So I'll be listening, and then I'll rewatch the game. Zach Wheeler versus Bryce Elder at 7:15 on Saturday. We get Wheeler back. Thank God that is not Taijuan Walker anymore. Bryce Elder is having a career season. I don't know what is going on there. Bryce Elder stinks. For some reason, everything the Braves just do is correct. Everything they do is just right. So hopefully they can get to Bryce Elder this time. And then you got Aaron Nola versus Chris Sale on 135 on a Sunday. That's a fucking smackdown loss. I'll take, man, I think they're going to take 1 out of 3. I know they're probably going to get swept, but I'll take 1 out of 3 here. There's no way they're going to take 2 out of 3. If they do, thank God they finally won a series and won a game, even if they win the one that I said. I think they're going to take the Painter versus Holmes start tomorrow. I think they just need to get out of Chicago. They probably need to get out of baseball right now with the way they're playing. But, yeah, I'm going to give them the win tomorrow night. 2 losses Saturday, Sunday. Sale, no way they're hitting Sale. Felix Reyes not going to pop a home run off of him again. I don't know what Zach Wheeler is going to look like. That might be a 3-4 inning game for him. And then you're going to go to maybe Ron for 2 innings and then the rest of the bullpen. At least that's what my game plan would be going into it. That doesn't sound great against the Braves right now. Like I said, that's Murder's Row lineup. I mean, everyone is hitting. Dominic Smith's OPS against righties is like over 1,000. Everything they do, they just do it right. Like, I don't know. They had a terrible injury luck season last year, and now all of a sudden they're back. So yeah, just a little rough there. Little rough. That Braves team is very good this year, and I did not think they were going to be coming into the year, but then, like I just said, like I said, you got guys like Dominic Smith coming in here doing otherworldly stuff for a platoon or bench player. Moving on, we're going to go to overreaction versus reality here. This is an interesting one today, and Chris will probably want to chime in on this next pod. Okay. So as we've said on the last pod, I'm not an Eagles fan, but I'm not like biased or anything. I tell it like it is. I'm really just a baseball guy. I do watch football. I'm a Packers fan. Sixers, whatever. Flyers, cool. Also, I'm running for the Flyers right now. I just recently got into hockey. They've pretty much sucked since I was like 10. I'm 22 now. So anyway, that's besides the point. The overreaction or reality here is, are the Phillies the fourth team in the city right now between the Eagles, Sixers, Flyers, and Phillies? Obviously they are. This is reality. Sixers, young talent. They're in a playoff series with the Celtics. They look good. Flyers, just on top of the world right now. The whole city's backing them. It's awesome to see. The Eagles are always going to be, it's the Eagles. I mean, football's king. Obviously, we all know that. Plus the Eagles, I mean, their draft is getting talked about more than the Phillies are getting talked about right now, besides us just ripping them on social media. So, yeah, the Phillies are going to be the fourth team in the city for me right now. I don't know if they're going to dig their way out of it. And this, when I say this, I'm projecting this for like the foreseeable future, you know? They have a little bit of young talent, but the Sixers have young talent. The Flyers have young talent. Like I said, the Eagles are always going to be there. Football's king. Yeah, man, I don't really know. It's tough for me because like I'm a diehard Phillies fan. So them being the fourth team right now, a lot of negativity. Don't love it. But I can't say they don't deserve it. I mean, I'm even on here ripping them right now. They fucking stink. We'll see how that changes. I mean, a lot of people on X, Twitter, whatever you want to call it, the 2030 Phils. It's always been the 2030 Phils from everyone we talk to on X. Everyone's looking forward to them. A lot of prospects to keep an eye on. We will get to Francisco Renteria at some point on this podcast. Second overreaction reality. Justin Crawford, is he a center fielder or a left fielder? I'm going to call this an overreaction right now, even though he is starting to fuck up in the outfield a little bit. I mean, that was a routine fly ball the other day, pop up. He didn't get it. Just didn't get there. Dropped it. I think he dropped it, yeah. He's had a few fuck ups here. I think he had one last series. I forget. I think he tried to slide. Oh, it went over his head. I'm sorry. It went over his head. He totally misread it. Went over his head. Look, man, this is what happens when you wait until I think it was like 2 or 3 weeks before the season started, where he went into that camp and they had him learn center field. I mean, he's been on the team since 2022. I think he was drafted. And they kind of just played him in left the whole time in the minors. So, you know, I think he'll get it down eventually. Right now it's an overreaction. But if this does continue, then I could totally see this as reality. Right now I'm going to call it an overreaction, though. I think Justin Crawford can figure it out. He does not know these parks yet. But, man, I don't know what they were doing the whole time playing him in left field in the minors. And then all of a sudden they were like, hey, we want to make you our center fielder. I mean, why wasn't he getting reps there last year? And he might have got some. I just didn't see him because every time I checked, he was in left field. The whole Lehigh Valley season last year, I felt like all I did was see him in left field. And now he's in center field every day. Honestly, he's not even in center field every day because Topper won't run him out there every day, which is just stupid. Moving along, I do want to talk about another Phillies prospect here. We're going to move on to Gage Wood. So this is prospect watching here. Gage Wood is going to be keep an eye on, watch him, check him every fifth day. He did kind of get shelled a little bit. It wasn't like I shouldn't say he got shelled. It wasn't the worst outing in the world, but 2 innings, 2 1/3, 4 hits, 4 earned runs, 4 strikeouts, 1 walk. He got smoked on a double to drive in 2 runs after already giving up 2 runs. Just fastball left up in the zone. Man, I don't really know. I see a lot of fan expectation on X and other social platforms. I got to calm you guys down. I mean, Gage Wood, I love him. I think he's going to run through the minor leagues I think he's going to run through the minor leagues, meaning probably double A by the end of this year, maybe triple A. I think double A is realistic in the middle of the summer, and then maybe you see him in triple A at the end of summer, depending on how double A goes. But I mean, he hasn't, I don't think he's won over, I know this, they're just starting the season, they got to build him up, but I think he's like a 4 inning guy right now, and he's only got really 3 pitches. He never went over 40 innings in his entire college career in one season. Be patient with Gage Wood. He's going to be awesome. He's going to be a great pitching prospect for the Phillies. Like I broke him down on the pod before. Power fastball, power slider. He's working on that curveball. I mean, it looks really good for the future for Gage Wood, but right now, let's calm down on him. Let's just calm down. I'm seeing a lot of people say, oh, call him up, put him in the bullpen. Nah. Nope. Not happening right now. He's still a prospect. He's a number 4 prospect. Once Painter and Crawford get taken off of that, he's probably going to be their second prospect. So, and if who knows what's going on with Adam Miller, Gage Wood could maybe even be their first. So, yeah, man, I'm gonna leave Gage Wood at that point. I just wanted to talk about him real quick because he did get kind of rocked a little bit the other day, and people were scared about it. But like I've stated on the pod before, I'm a Gage Wood guy. I don't want him traded. So keep your eye on the next Gage Wood start. Now, so I just want to get into a few things here since we didn't have fan mail today and I'm just here by myself. I do just want to touch on a few things for this season. This isn't really a segment. I just want to rattle some stuff off real quick that we just haven't had time to on last pods, or they haven't been brought up in fan mail. I don't love them throwing Felix Reyes into the cleanup spot right after calling him up. It's a lot of pressure on him, and I went 0 for 4 today, I think it was, and Dylan Moore came in for him. Didn't let him get an at-bat in that spot, which ended up backfiring, like I said. Look, man, I like Felix Reyes, and I don't know how much of an impact bat he's going to be in the future. We've said on this podcast we want Felix Reyes up here. He absolutely needs to stay up here, and ideally platoon with Marsh, I guess, right now. He does crush lefties. I mean, the power is there. I love Felix Reyes, and I don't want him in cleanup right now. I know they don't have a cleanup hitter. Thanks, Dave. And I don't think he's a left fielder either, though. Like I like Felix Reyes, and I like we've said, we wanted him up here. I just don't know where he plays. This feels like it's just another Otto Kemp situation all over again, where he just doesn't have a position. He just doesn't have a position. They played him at first base the other day, which I don't hate that because he's a tall target for anyone thrown over to first base. But then again, it's like Bryce Harper's a first baseman. You can't DH him because Schwarber's a DH. You play him in left field, you're taking a real chance there. I mean, Crawford can help him out a little bit in center. But left field, I mean, Felix Reyes, a lot of balls are probably going to go over his head or get down in front of him. Doesn't have the strongest arm. I don't know, man. I don't really know what they're going to do with him. I think they're just going to leave him there for now, but I don't love just another Kemp situation all over again. At least Reyes is playing, though. But as I just said, it's the same thing. Position-wise, doesn't have one. I do want to touch on another thing real quick. For those of you who have been able to follow Zach Wheeler, you know the velocity story, all that. I'm going to touch on him real quick because he is starting Saturday. Man, that velocity on that fastball is around 90 to 92. Not great. I believe he did touch 95 as the highest he's touched. It might have been 96. But just not great stuff from Zach Wheeler. I'm a little worried he's going to come in here Saturday and just get rocked. I'm a lot of concern about that. I don't really know. Like I said, I think the ideal start would be 4 innings, and then Ron Hell comes in for 2, and then you just take it from there. Hopefully Wheeler goes 4 innings. If he can't locate or that fastball starts getting ripped, I don't know how long his leash is going to be. It's Zach Wheeler. He has other pitches. His secondaries can work. He can get through games with secondaries. We all know the sinker is dominant. I think we need to lower our expectations on Zach Wheeler a little bit here this season. He's 30, is it 35 or 36 now? Might be 35. But, that surgery, the velo's not back yet. Hopefully he keeps building the arm up and it does come back, because boy, do they need Zach Wheeler right now with Sanchez and Luzardo not looking great. But yeah, I'm excited to watch him. But I'm nervous. It's like a nerve. It's like you guys know what it is. It's like you can't wait to see it really, but then you're like dreading it in case it's a doomsday. And I'm usually like a pretty positive person. Like Chris will even tell you, I'm like the most confident person in the Phillies all the time until October. That's what I was the point. Yeah, I don't really know how he's gonna look though, so I guess we'll wait and see. And last thing I'm gonna touch on here, this is more pod related. We are going to start doing spaces. I think the plan might be once a week. I have to confirm that with Chris. You guys want to come on? We want to talk to you. We can pull you guys in, and you guys can ask us a question, and we can talk back and forth for 3 or 4 minutes. I think that's the ideal way we do it, and we all can just listen to each other and grow the community. Like we said, we grow, you guys grow with us. And I guess I'll leave it at that. We will be back on Sunday, probably Sunday night. Hopefully, man, hopefully they just get this fucking losing streak out of the way, and we can get back on track with the season here. Yeah, they're digging themselves a hole. We keep talking about we're big hole diggers on this podcast. Pause. Um, yeah, if they can somehow steal the series and then go steal another one, you know, slowly climb back up. But as always, we love them. Maybe we hate them. They are the Philadelphia Phillies.